So the next body of work that came after Tally was the targets. And the targets, um, I'm not exactly sure how I came to the bullseye image. I knew I wanted to really communicate what the experiences were like for me to be, approached in the street and, being spoken to in a manner that meant that nothing that had made me an individual counted, and that all of the attention that was placed on me in that very moment was just to find out if there was potential for the other party's personal sexual satisfaction and what that feels like, what that means. Um, and I think the targets are really direct in that communication. When the flatness of it, the the way that the identity of the woman that you're looking at is erased, and she's nothing more than a goal at that point. I leave it right now. The that work leaves the uh the weapon that would be matched with that target. I leave that up to the viewer at this point. I haven't gone so far as to actually depict that yet. Um, that work, the series of targets, that work has been shown in many venues. There's one venue where they um, actually had people respond to the work by actually writing their thoughts on post-it and sticking it up next to the work, which I thought was really interesting. I think the biggest factor was the anonymity that drew people into the engagement, as well as the opportunity for me to get direct feedback and actually think about how viewers were seeing the work and relating to the work, or thinking about the work. And one of the stories from that exhibition, one of my a friend of mine relayed to me that she was there in the space with a friend of hers, and when the friend saw the targets hanging on the wall, then she mentioned to her that she felt used, and she um, was, thinking now about what messages she had absorbed, and actually playing out or living out, and what that meant to how she was perceived. And which is what I want the work to do. I want people to start thinking about these things, and talking. So it gave her that space for pause to reflect, and that's what the work is intended to do.